Hello my beautiful souls, it is I, the City Witch UK. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, I hope you enjoy my content and thank you so much for tuning in and taking the time to watch my video today. And for those of you out there who have been with me for a while, who have been loyal subscribers and followers of my content, I just want to offer you a thank you for your support. It does really mean the world to me, so thank you so much. Today we have a Witch's Moon unboxing. This one is for the month of November. As always, no idea what the theme is until we open it up for the very first time together here on this video. Every box is worth over $100 and you will pay roughly about £70 for this box. Shipping is completely free and there are 3 boxes to choose from. This is what I like to call their master box, the Witch's Moon. And then you have the Witch's Roots, which focuses on building your herbal apothecary. And then you've got the Witch's Bounty, which focuses on magical jewellery and talismans and crystals. So if any of those take your fancy, please go ahead and use the links in the description of the video to check out their website, all the different boxes you can subscribe to, and their Witch's Moon Market, which sells many of these wonderful items on there. Now, these boxes contain exclusive items that you can't get anywhere else. Beautiful hand-designed Book of Shadows pages and lovely items to boost your craft and practice and to use in your magical journey. So I do hope you enjoy the unboxing video. Let's get started. So I'm going to pop this to one side here and then I'll show you every item close up, and then at the end you will get another close up at every single item, so you have a good opportunity to see each and every item in all of their glory. Ooh, I'm liking the tissue paper lately. This is new. We've only started having the tissue paper for the last couple of boxes. Okay, let's check out our pamphlet first. So we have our magical dates. So the 5th of November, Beaver Moon, Full and Super Moon. November 7th to 9th, the Feast of Divine Justice. November 13th, Festival of Jupiter, God of Agriculture, Rain and Protection. November 14th, Druid Feast of Musicians and Bards. And November 16th, Thracian Night of Hecate, a day in her honour. And then the mantra of the month. In the quiet cool of November, I embrace the shadows of transformation and release all that no longer serves the greatest good. I open my heart to this wisdom and allow it to swell with the essence of gratitude. In November, slow down and allow your spirit to rest. This is a time of contemplation and remembrance, suited for moments of deep reflection. Be sure to fill your inner and outer dialogue with kindness and encouragement. Blessed be. And there we go. So I've said this before, but I will say it again in case any of you are new to my channel. With these magical dates, see, at the moment, we're now on the 13th of November, so I've missed a few of those already. So I do think the magical dates should be for the next month. So this should be December's, I think. So that even though I'm receiving it in November, I can actually plan these into my diary and I can do something with these dates ready in advance. I can plan ahead, whereas because now we're in the middle of the month, because it's taken a few weeks for this box to get to me, I'm missing some of the dates. I haven't had the opportunity to celebrate these. Now I can choose to put them in my diary ready for next year, say. However, if they're going to do this as a new thing, I do think it needs to be for the next month, just so that you've got time to plan and prepare and book these in your diary and make them special in your craft and practice if you want to. But that's just my personal thoughts. So we have our pamphlet. This is going to tell us what this month's theme is. Ooh, the Morrigan. Magic of the Morrigan. Under the waning brilliance of autumn, we turn our eyes to the Morrigan, the great phantom queen. She is the beauty of the storm and the stillness that follows, the fierce and mighty heart of transformation itself. Found within her gaze is the righteous beauty of birth and death. In this transformative month, We descend into the fathomless depths of her power, seeking hidden truths that can only be revealed by drinking from her chalice of mysteries. In this very exciting collection, which we are so proud of, we step into the presence of the Morrigan, not merely to observe the dark and divine, but to become a part of it, walking hand in hand with the mysteries. Ooh, so I'm going to stop there because I do like to be surprised, and then we'll double check we have everything at the end. So the first thing we have is this lovely little bookmark. I am a big reader, so I do enjoy things like this. And we've actually had a couple of bookmarks this year and I've used them all. How pretty is that? Beautiful. And then this is my Oracle Fortune of the month. Ooh, Isis, Illumination, Healing and Ecstasy. Card 2, the Innovation Mother. Ooh, I like the artwork on that. That's very pretty. So at the end, when I check the pamphlet, it will tell me what deck this comes from. So if anyone is interested, I will be able to tell you what Oracle deck this is from. But I do like that. That's really interesting. Okay, I don't think I have any Egyptian decks. So if that is a deck of all Egyptian themed cards, that could be really interesting. But we will find out. So bookmark and Oracle. The Oracle changes depending on the month and of course changes based on who you are. So it's intuitively selected. So that card wouldn't be the same in every single box. It's different for every individual person. So our first Book of Shadows piece of artwork is about the crow. Corvids. Ooh, okay. So it's connected to Capricorn, Scorpio, Aquarius and Gemini, ruled by planets Mercury and Saturn. Very pretty. I love their artworks. They're so beautiful. So we've got information about the crow if you want to work with that spirit animal. Ooh, Correspondences of the Morrigan. So we've got Water and Fire for prophecy and destruction. Celestial influences on Mars and the Moon. Season is Samhain. Sacred places, battlefields, riverbanks, crossroads and burial mounds. Interesting. That's beautiful. And then of course we have our beautiful Book of Shadows artwork for the Morrigan herself. So this is all information about the Morrigan. Very pretty. Again, you will get a close-up at the end, guys, so don't worry too much if the light is shining on this because I will show you much closer without the light. So just stay tuned. So let's see what we have in here. So I can see a little bag, so let's pull this out first. Ooh, we have a necklace. Okay, we don't often get jewellery in these particular boxes. So this is interesting. Ooh, it's a shield. You can see that. Oh, wow. And we've got some beautiful, beautiful crows and ravens on the back. That's stunning. Ah, I like the shield for protection. That definitely is going to be a protection amulet, I think. There we go. So that's our first item. Okay, we now have a crystal. Oh, wow. This looks like a blue tiger's eye to me. Yeah, it sort of looks like a blue tiger's eye. Also known as hawk's eye and eagle eye. And it's meant to connect to the bird kingdom. It's quite a chunk though, to be fair. It's very pretty. We'll see if I'm right at the end. We have our magical oil, Mysteries of the Morrigan. I love the artwork on these bottles. Let's give it a sniff. Ooh, that's really nice. It's really gentle and subtle, not what I expected at all. I was expecting a really vibrant fragrance, something really powerful, but that's actually quite subtle. So we'll see what ingredients are in that at the end. Okay, we have a tin. Raven Leaf Remedy. Ooh, okay. Ooh. Oh, it smells amazing. Oh, I think that's got black tea in it. But that smells absolutely divine. I can see here we have rose petals. Like I said, I think this is black tea. And then it looks like we might have orange peel maybe, or lemon peel, something like that. Interesting. There we go. Let's see what else we have. Okay, we have a tea bag, so that means we have tea in here. Somewhere. There we go, here's our blends. So we have Raven Breath Ritual Herbal Blend. There we go. We have Buckwheat Hull. Ooh, I don't think I've ever worked with that before, so that's going to be interesting as a new herbal ally. And then we have, oh, the powerful mugwort. It's one of my favourite ingredients. It boosts and empowers any spell. So if you are interested in giving your spells a boost of power and focus and intent, this is really good for that. It's also a really good ingredient for connecting with the spiritual realm as well. Brilliant. Ooh, this time instead of stick incense, we have actually got some dragon's blood cones. I actually work with cones a lot in my practice because they're so versatile, and dragon's blood is like my #1 fragrance. I adore it. So this is perfect. I love it. Ooh, I found our candle. Okay. Lovely deep purple. I was expecting a red candle, like a deep burgundy maybe, but no, we've got a purple one. Lovely. And then wrapped around it, we have a snake with our sigil right here. And it does connect to the Morrigan. So I carefully snip these off, flatten them out, and I've actually got a folder I keep them in, and I use these sigils as either placement on my altar, as, you know, meditation, visualization, trance work, or I carve them into candles, or I have in the past drawn them in chalk and placed spells on top of them. Just some ideas there for you. So that is our candle. Ooh, looks like we have a book this time. Okay. Ooh, big book as well. Okay, I'm going to pull this out. Ooh, we have a book on the Morrigan. Wow. Ireland's Goddess. Sovereign Secrets from the Irish View. Ooh, interesting. And it's a Llewellyn print. I do like Llewellyn books. Let's check out what the contents is. Rev Laura O'Brien. I've not read any of her work. So we've got a list of exercises and an introduction. Part 1, Understanding the Morrigan. So historical and mythological foundations, names, aspects and symbols, place and time, the warrior's path, sovereignty, then and now. Part 2 of the book is Devotion and Practice, which includes building a relationship, rituals and ceremonies, magic and divination, personal and community practice. And then part 3 of the book, The Goddess for This Age, Ancient to Modern, Shadow and Development, Culture and Everyday. And then we've got conclusions, pronunciations, glossary, resource guide, bonus resources, bibliography, and then an index as well. Ooh. Looks like this book is going to be really interesting. I have never worked with the Morrigan, and I know she is a Celtic goddess residing here in Ireland, Scotland and the UK. So, you know, obviously she is a goddess that is connected to the country that I live in, but I've just never felt the call to work with the Morrigan. However, I do respect her and appreciate her, and I do know a little bit about her, so reading this book maybe will change my mind. Maybe I will begin a journey with Morrigan, who knows? But I certainly will give the book a read, and when I do, I will review it and let you all know my thoughts. So yeah, I'm very surprised by what I got in this month's box. Very interesting. Let's check we have everything from our pamphlet. So the Morrigan book, we have that. The Morrigan bookmark. We designed this bookmark to be used with your book, which prominently displays the sigil of the Morrigan. Ooh, okay, let's have a look. The sigil of the Morrigan. So that's the same sigil we have on our candle as well. Morrigan Book of Shadows artwork, yes. Correspondences of the Morrigan, check. Crow Book of Shadows artwork, which obviously the crow is a sacred animal for the Morrigan. Exclusive two-sided Morrigan amulet pewter necklace. So this wonderful pewter pendant was exclusively crafted in collaboration with Diva Designs to honour the Morrigan. On one side of the pendant, you will find 3 crows, death, battle, and prophecy. The Triskele, triadic nature, and 3 triquetra, interconnectedness on the other side. You will find a shield with spears representing protection and sovereignty. Take the time to contemplate these symbols as you bind your intention into the necklace. Nice. I'm definitely going to use it as a protective amulet, I think. That's how I feel the necklace should be used. Then we have Ravenleaf Remedy Ritual Herbal Tea. Okay, so Ravenleaf Ritual Herbal Tea. Am I missing something in this box? Maybe it's that one, because that's Raven's Breath. Oh no, wait, it's that one, isn't it? So that one is our Ritual Herbal Tea in this lovely little container. Okay. So contained in the herbal tea, we have black tea, I was right, rose petals, cinnamon chips, orange peel, apple pieces, and natural flavourings. So they suggest that you steep for several minutes and taste to determine if it's been brewed with enough time. So taste test it. Hand rolled anointed Morrigan spell candle. So this one, it says it's been coated in the essential oils of rose, jasmine, patchouli, cinnamon, clove, and a special battle cry oil. Ooh, interesting. Musings of the Morrigan Ritual Anointing Oil. So that's this one. So contained in this oil, we have essential oils of dragon's blood, rose, and clove, and physical ingredients are hibiscus, mugwort, and rose petals. And inside your oil, you will also find a clear quartz crystal piece. So what I like to do, because obviously they tell us what's in this and the base is sunflower, I will actually write this down in my magical oil book that I have, and I will keep the bottle and I will recreate this oil as many times as I'm able. Often they do include something from their personal cabinet of witchery, and this one, it says they gave a few drops of their Mountain Mover magical oil, but you don't have to do that. You could always add a oil of your own design. So for Morrigan, I'd probably add quite a protective oil. I have a protective blend made out of dragon blood resin, so I'd probably add a few drops of that into this as well, so you can play around with the recipes, but I like to reuse these bottles as often as I can. Raven Breath Ritual Herbal Blend, so that is this one. In this we have chamomile, rose petals, orange peel, oat straw, lemon balm, lavender, and jasmine. And then we have our mugwort and buckwheat hulls. Buckwheat hull, there we go, that's that one. Buckwheat hull, does it tell us what it's for? This buckwheat hull has been included specifically to act as an offering to the Morrigan. Oh, okay. Representing grain. Place a small pinch in a bowl or on a plate on your altar, keeping your purest intentions at the forefront of your mind. Planetary association is Venus, and the element for this is Earth. Okay. Then we've got, oh, it's black jasper. Okay. Well, I got that completely wrong. I don't think I have any black jasper. That's interesting. A wonderful companion during times of transition, black jasper can be carried as a soothing, energetic shield as you face your shadow work with courage and determination. And then we have our dragon blood incense cones and our personalized oracle. Okay, so the oracle card, which is this one, we have meditated over and selected a card from the Great Goddess Oracle by Lucy Cavendish to be placed within your box. This card you receive represents a specific goddess that may be waiting to share a glimpse of wisdom with you, and I got Isis. We encourage you to research and explore this goddess over the coming months. All stars and all planets must pass through her and be born from her again and again. Okay. And then we have our blank parchment sheet for spells and petition writing. And it says here, O Morrigan, in shadows deep, your wisdom we seek and secrets to keep. Beautiful. And then we also have this beautiful sigil here, which you could cut out and keep if you wanted. That's actually small enough that you could put it inside a locket or inside a charm bag, something like that. So whenever we have like the symbols printed on these, I like to reuse them where possible so that they're not wasted. So there we go, guys. That is everything. You will get a close-up at the end, like I said, but I am very impressed. I really like this box. I've got to say, there was items in it that I didn't expect. I do really like the look of this oracle, for example. I really like the bookmark and the Morrigan information sheets. And of course, we've got this beautiful new book that's come out. Lots and lots of things to play with. And black jasper. That is so interesting. So like I said, it looks like a blue tiger's eye. But yeah, black jasper. I don't think I've ever worked with black jasper, so I'm really interested to connect with that particular spirit. So yeah, so let me know your thoughts, guys. Leave comments, and thank you so much for watching. And I hope you have enjoyed the video and unboxing. Like I said, you will get a close-up of every item, so stay tuned. And I will see you in my next video. Blessed be.